That's a two-story outhouse on the side of that building. You got an upper deck and a lower deck, and hopefully there's a floor and a drain pipe between them, because otherwise that would be awkward to the person on the lower deck.
That sure would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Hi, Mike Bogden.
And Craig Neville.
And we're coming to you from Nevada City.
Yes.
Yep, one of the two old mining towns that are located over here in Montana.
Yeah, that's correct. So it's Nevada City and... I can't remember now.
You can't remember the difference?
No, what's
Virginia
the name?
City.
Thank you, that's right. Virginia City,
Yeah,
yes.
but just outside Ennis, so we're over here right now, and...
I've wanted to come up here for 20 plus years.
Yeah,
I'm finally here.
I finally dragged him out.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the weather, Craig.
All
wait,
right.
what's the date?
So we're going to be doing the weather for the week of Wednesday, August the 7th, 2024, and the 6 days thereafter.
That's right. So let's talk about the weather.
All right, so it's going to be a little bit nicer on Wednesday than it has been over the last couple of days, but a little bit cooler. I think we got a cooling trend coming up.
We have a cooling trend coming up for sure. We're getting away from the 90s.
Yes, we're going to get away from the 90s. We're going to get away from the 80s. We're going to be looking at mid 70s, maybe high 70s for the whole entire week.
Yep. It's definitely going to be cooling down. Nighttime temperatures are going to also drop a little bit.
Yeah, they're going to range from the low 40s to the mid 40s, maybe a high 40. I think it'll be low to mid 40s though.
Yep. So
for the whole week.
Yeah, and I think the nighttime temperatures will partly depend on cloud cover and so forth, how much it drops and stuff. So
as usual.
So we may be in the low 50s too, but it's going to be right in that ballpark somewhere. Yeah, he says 40s. I'm thinking maybe 50. But anyway, we're going to be right there.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah. Anyway, but the thing is, we're good with this change of weather is going to probably come some thunderstorms.
Yes, I'm expecting that. So Wednesday, I think, will be just mostly sunshiny. Thursday, I think, will be partly cloudy. Thursday night is when we start getting a slight chance of some evening, late afternoon, overnight thunderstorms. And then I expect that chance to increase for Friday, Saturday, and then decrease again for Sunday, Monday, into the next Tuesday.
Yep. But the bottom line is that it's just going to kind of intermittently come and go.
That's exactly right. It's not going to be consistent. It'll be off and on. So if you're out kayaking or floating, just keep your eye on the skies, because if it starts clouding up, you may want to pull over to the beach for a little bit.
Yeah, and remember that with this change in weather, and I should turn off my phone. Sorry,
wasn't me.
I know. Anyway, so the other thing you want to remember too is if you're floating like Big Spring, especially coming down, towards Max Inn, you're going to want to make sure that we got wind coming up. You're not going to want to float if it's windy unless you're in a kayak or a canoe, because everything else is going to be blown backwards because the wind's coming from the west going east, and that means it's pushing you upstream.
We've experienced that ourselves.
Yes, we have, and it's miserable. So if it's windy, don't float. You're going to be miserable. Your 2-hour nice leisurely float will be a 5-hour ordeal from hell, and you're going to be really...
Because you're going to be furiously paddling.
And you're going to be really sunburned. So anyway, so just keep that in mind. Watch out for that.
And then, of course, watch the animals that you could encounter while you're out there floating, too.
Yeah.
So we got moose.
Yeah, there's quite a few moose out on the river right now. So the watercress, whatever it is, that's growing in the river is getting bigger. So they're feeding on that now.
Okay.
So there's a lot of that. Just be careful with give the animals wide berth.
Yeah. Yep.
So anyway, of course, this isn't the time for them to give birth because that happens in spring.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, I just learned something.
There
today.
you go. Anyway, but just keep in mind that, like I said, you've got to, you got to deal with the wildlife. Be careful because I've noticed a couple of dead antelope on the highway and the flats. So slow down for that, and just watch out where you're driving. But while we're here hanging out, Virginia City and Nevada City are kind of a cool place to come check out.
Yep. So far, I'm happy.
Virginia, they're two mining towns, and they're only about less than a mile apart.
Yeah.
So you get to see both of them. The first Virginia City is the first one you come to. There's a lot more stone structures there, and they're all being more used. They turn them into commercial buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
But definitely a cool thing to see. Then when you go farther down the canyon a little bit, then you get to Nevada City, and that one's more partly original, partly created. They trucked in a whole bunch of old reclaimed buildings from Montana and put them all in place, create a little village. But they also have a lot of period stuff where they have like a blacksmith shop and tinsmith and different things like that, where the guys are actually doing that while you're here, so you can watch them do some of the crafts. The wheelwright, this we were working on,
wagon wheels,
stuff like that. So
right. We'll have to go find them.
So we're gonna go check those out. But anyway, it's definitely a place that's worth seeing. So if you get bored, you want something else to do, it's a little different. Stop. Jump on the highway on 87. Take it out to Ennis, and then hang a left and follow it all
On
the way.
287.
Yeah, and then follow it all the way up the mountain, and you can't miss it. So
Up the mountain and then down the mountain.
yeah, up and down. Anyway, but
And it's a $10 entrance fee per person.
for
it
the
looks
village
like.
part, the rest of it,
Yeah.
all the other stuff's free. But if you want to go into the created village thing, it's $10 to see all the stuff. But it's worth it.
It's nifty.
Yeah. Anyway, so with that, just be safe. Have a good week. Fire danger, be careful with that.
It's increasing with all the warmer and dry weather.
Yeah, and with this wind, it's going to dry out faster. And then the other thing is that the grass is getting longer and drying out, which means there's more fire danger. So be real cautious with that.
So if you're on UTVs, ATVs, we'll just say OHVs, stay on the trails, don't go cross country.
Yeah, same with cars, and trucks and stuff. Stay out of the tall grass because it will catch fire. So. Anyway, we don't need fires. We got plenty of them around here already.
Yeah.
So, but with this wind blowing through, it's clearing the air out, which is kind of nice.
Which is very nice.
So anyway, with that, we're gonna go take a little bit of some footage. But
we're gonna go on a walk around.
Yeah. So for Bogden Park, this is Mike Bogden
and Craig Neville.
Be safe. Be careful. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Oh, but blacksmith ain't blacksmithing.
Some skates like that when I first learned.
Oh, with wood wheels?
No, but they went onto your shoes.
Right. Those were actually the ones that I learned on too.